Hi guys, and welcome to Spotlight number 2. I hope it's number 2. We have seen already in the Spotlight how to use the light shadow, and we have explored all the controls. You notice in the render you have other options such as light only. Let's try to use the light only for now. If I select it, you first of all need to notice what the effect has done to your layer. It has cleared the layer altogether and it's rendering only the light. That's the first thing. The second one, you notice that the color is open now. I can change the color. Remember, in the light shadow, of course, there was no color. I couldn't change the color. But now we can change the color. The intensity here is no more about what is surrounding the light. It's about the light itself. If you decrease it, your light will become more transparent. It will gain transparency until almost it fades away. Here you are. At the maximum, the light is 100% opaque and you cannot see what's behind. You notice also that this layer has transparency because this is the color or the background color of the comp. So if you come to your transparency here, we toggle it, we have a transparency all over the layer itself and we only render the light. It makes sense. It says rendering light only and remove everything else. Well, having this transparency meaning we can drop lots of other layers behind and the light will be on top of everything. Of course, we want to see our video. So we have two choices. The first choice is use the transparency and drop another video under the video where we put the spotlight, or create a solid layer and render the light on the solid layer. Let's start with the first option. This is dropping another video under the video where we put the effect itself. That's pretty cool. Now we can see the video. But actually now I have two video layers here and it's not really very professional. But if you're lazy enough, you don't have to replace it by a solid layer. So let's come back to the effect itself and take our Las Vegas here. If you scrub down the intensity, you will notice you start having some transparency and the light is pretty nice. Very different from the light shadow where we are darkening the outside. We are just working on the light itself. Let's put the spotlight off, and with the light only, you notice that the colors of the video did not darken or brighten. So the light only will keep the colors of your video. Cool. Let's now go to the second option, which is creating a solid layer. We'll right click, go to new and say solid. And whatever color we give it, it's okay. We can make it comp size and we click OK. Now, I will come back to the layer where we have the spotlight and press Ctrl X or Command X to cut it. And then I come back to the solid and Ctrl V or Command V to paste it. Then I'll come back here. I don't need this layer anymore. I'll just delete it. Now notice that the effect is still exactly the same if it is a solid layer or the video itself. Cool. The question comes here. Can I add more spotlights? I like this spotlight. I'm going to change the color to yellow, for example, to make it different. Here you are. So now I have a yellow light. I'm going to change a bit and put it on the side just a bit over here. Cool. So we know this light is our light only. Now, can I add another light? Of course, you would like to add lots of lights, make a disco scene, move the lights around. Stories like this. Let's take the CC spotlight and drop it on the solid layer under it. This is now light shadow by default. Let's change it. Let's say light add. Now things are becoming nicer here. I have two lights here. I can move them the way I like and arrange them here. Now, of course, you are asking, can I add more lights? Yes, you can. We take the CC spotlight, add it, and you change it to light add, and here you are. You got so many lights. It's up to you now to animate them and to make a whole scene from them. Something I would like to draw your attention to. We have these lights on the solid layer. Makes sense to you, right? But we started with the light only. Let's put off our video layer and we have the three lights. I'll go back to non-transparent. So we started with light only. It's the light only that cleared the layer and displayed only the light itself. If you change light only to light add, now things are not gonna work because you are rendering only the lights over here. Even if you put on your video, you will not see anything, of course, and the transparency has disappeared. So in case you are using a solid, it is mandatory to have at least one of them light only, so the layer is cleared and the solid is cleared. Then you will add the other spotlight. So this is the concept and this is the principle. If you're using a solid layer, you start by light only and then you continue with as many lights as you want. You can change the colors and animate them, and of course you drop the video that you want under the white solid. So this is the concept. Notice that this is a very good concept when you're using solids, because you can now change your videos and you don't have to copy paste all the effects and put them in the next video and so on. So the solid layer will give you the effect on top of the other videos. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you in the next lecture.